We had a countdown malfunction there. So everybody, it's Corey with CVMA. Welcome to our live class for May the 4th, International Star Wars Day, for those of you that are fans of the series. Today's class is going to be a by request class, and put your helmets on. This is going to be a good one. So this class is going to be focused more on just straight drills, more endurance style drills. We're going to use the bag here as our endurance friend. So at home, if you're lucky enough to have a bag at home, this is a perfect opportunity to use it. If you don't have a bag at home and you have a partner, use your partner. If you don't have a partner or a bag, use the air. The air is always ready to be your partner. But we are going to basically do some drills where we're just going to do techniques and repeat. But we are going to try to focus on some key areas of these drills today. So we're going to look at flow, right? How the techniques flow, how the drills flow from one to the other. And we're also going to try to vary them with kicks and punches, right? We're going to try to put both hands and feet in there. And then toward the end, we may do, if you're in those of you in the advanced class, you may be familiar with this drill. It's a kicking drill, and it has to do with a follow-up for the next kick, right, where you place your foot. So that one's going to be a little more difficult to do in the air, so we may or may not do that drill. I'm not entirely sure, but I may just show it just to see what you think. If you have a partner and they're willing to, risk themselves, if they want to hold, they can hold a pillow, they can hold one of these, like, but you had a puzzle mat, you can hit that. Something that you're not going to break or is going to break you, right? You can use focus mitts if you have them. If you go slow, so you don't bust up your partner's hands, you can just have them do open hand. You can field kicks and punches with an open hand. I've done it before, but definitely if you have an open hand, if your partner has open hands, you're going to want to bring the power of your kicks and punches down a little bit, save their hands. So we'll adjust as much as we can here. Obviously, this is a little different doing this over the internet as it is doing it live or doing it in person, but we'll do the best we can with what we have. So the person that requested this class, you know who you are. Hopefully this is what you're looking for, and hopefully you enjoy it, whether you watch it now or watch it later on. That being said, as always, this goes up live afterward. You have the option to watch it later. You can rewind, go over different parts again, join us live, hit us up in chat if you're here. Throw your name out there so we know who's here. Drop us a hello. All the people behind the camera will say hello to you. I'll say hello to you now. And just interact if you can. I know it's hard to interact because you're working out with us, so it's hard to get the phone and be typing at the same time. So if you want to just drop your name in the beginning and then get started with us, that works for me. That's why I always talk a couple minutes before we start, just to give you time to get set up, get everything kind of ready to roll so that you don't have to interrupt your workout for anything there. So for this one, you're going to want a lot of space. So make sure you got your own little area there. Since it is going to be a little bit of an endurance class, you're going to set your own intensity levels. So if you want water close by, towel close by, whatever you need, you can have it there with you. But just make sure you're going to be doing kicks, you're going to be doing punches, you're going to be doing some longer distance stuff and some short distance stuff. So just make sure you got nothing around you that's going to break or anything like that. With that being said, looks like everybody on our side is ready. Hopefully you're ready, and we'll go ahead and get it out. So, Sam, do you have anything I need to tell them? Anything we can tell them this week? I can't remember. Yeah. Other than hopefully we can be back very soon. We miss everybody. But okay. Well, let's go ahead and get started then. So we'll start from rest position. Straight up, feet together. Bring up. All right. So go ahead and just take a second, kind of move around a little bit. And like me, I'm very tight today, so this will be interesting. Let's take a second, kind of warm yourself up. Again, so last week we did our sort of maiden voyage of our 2-camera system. We're going to do a little bit more of that today. So I'm going to set up in this position for working with the bags today. There's going to be a camera to my back to kind of help show some different angles and things like that. If it helps, good. If it doesn't, just give us feedback. Let us know what you think. Last time we had the camera a little bit of an 45 angle. Now we've got it sort of back straight on. So we'll kind of see how things play out. But hopefully it helps you get a little different perspective on some different techniques as we go through these. So today is going to, like I said, it's going to be all about just sort of, I hate to say endurance class, but endurance class. But we're going to do it with all techniques, right? So if you're a beginner and some of the techniques you maybe need to slow down to throw, slow down. You don't have to go full bore on this. You can do it slow the first time, just get used to it, and then do the class again and turn it up a notch. If you are hitting a bag, just remember the bag hits back. So when you're striking a bag, make sure everything is in line from your wrist to your shoulder, right? So you don't want any bend in your wrist or any bend in your elbow, because those are the places that it's going to give when you make contact with the bag. Start light, work your way up to power on the bag. Don't go just blitz hitting the bag as hard as you can to start with. Start out slow, work your way up to it. And if you have one of these freestanding bags, just watch that big plastic bladder full of water, because if that comes down on your foot, it's no fun. So just be careful. Don't kick it either, because obviously that hurts too. So if you're working on a bag, just be careful. If you're working with a partner, be careful. Don't miss. And just work. The partner's going to do their best to keep up with you speed-wise. So work with your partner, right? Stay in sync with them and all that good stuff. All right, let's work our way up real quick. So just go and rotate the ankles. We'll abbreviate this a little bit since you guys have been moving a little bit. Switch the other side. All right, working to the knees. Other direction. All right, we'll work up into the hips. Shoulder width apart, nice and easy. Just rotate the hips. And then other way. All right, we'll work into the torso. Just rotate the torso. All right, working to the shoulders. Just rotate the shoulders. We'll go the other way. All right, into the elbows. Other way. All right, into the wrists. Okay, and then let's real quick just bring the arms across the body. So bring the right arm across the body, hook with the left arm, and just pull. Stay off the microphone. And the other side. All right, and let them go and just rotate real quick. Circle the arms. And we'll go the other way. All right, good. Okay, so let's we're going to work through a couple calisthenics real quick, even though we're going to get a majority of our workout from the class itself. But we are going to start with a couple calisthenics to warm the body up. You never want to start an exercise like this cold. It's just dangerous in a lot of ways. So we're going to get something started here. So let's all find the floor real quick. Now, like I've said before, this is your time to warm up how you see fit. So standard push-ups are fine. Any other push-up that you do is fine as well. You can follow the count. You can do as many as you can while we're counting. My only suggestion is to not go above the number that I'm doing, just because at that point you're starting to compromise, form for speed, and we want you to maintain form as much as possible. So we'll try to go at just a normal pace, and but you can pick any push-up you want to do. So we'll start out with 10 of them to start, and then we'll switch and give you another 10. You get to pick what you want to do there. I'm going to show just standard variation for now, and then I might show a different set here at the other 10. So beginner's knees are totally fine. You can start knees, work your way up to your feet. Even if you wanted to do, say you wanted to do 2 or 3 on your feet, and then you have to drop your knees. That's cool. You do as many as you can. You try to get one more each time. Sooner than later, you got 10 of them on your feet. So you can start on your feet, drop your knees. That's no problem. Just make sure you reset your form prior to going to your feet, or prior to going to your knees, right? So you might do your push-up, and then that's it. You'll need to drop your knees, reset your back, bring your feet up, and put yourself in a good position before you continue. Don't just drop your knees and start doing the push-up, because you may not be in the right spot. So, okay. Let's go ahead and get 10 of these out, and then we'll switch and do 10 more. There we go. Huh. Go. Set. Net. Us. Yes. Go. Good. Up. Go. All right. Good. Switch to your next push-up if you want to switch. I'm feeling standard today, so I'm gonna go with the vanilla push-up. That's just me. You can go whatever you like. And we'll do 10 more of these. There we go. Huh. Go. Set. Net. Yes. Yes. Go. Good. Up. Go. All right. Relax. Let's go on our backs. Switch. Again, same thing goes here. You can do anything you want to do. Any ab exercise that makes sense. Some of the ones I've featured on here, we've done V-ups, we've done the side V-ups. Can't think of any more we may have done on camera, but we got a couple options out there. If you've been in classes, you have a bunch of options. So just pick whichever one you want to do. And for this one, we'll do, just like I did with the push-ups, we'll do 10 and 10 to let you switch if you so choose. Okay, let's get started. Huh. Go. Set. Net. Us. Yes. Yo. Yo. Hop. Go. All right, good. Switch into your next set, whatever you like to do. And hop. Go. Set. Net. Das. Yes. Go. Yo. Up. Yo. Okay. Max out of that. Yeah, let's just jump to our feet. We'll get into it. So we are going to go into the endurance section here in a little bit. First thing I want to do is just warm the body up a little bit to make sure we're ready for that. So I don't want to throw anybody into an endurance class and then have them pull something on the way. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to warm up the punches. So we're going to take what we're going to be doing with punches and go about 50%, right? So just find yourself a comfortable position. Go into a fighting stance. Either leg is fine. We'll switch here halfway through. And all we're going to do, I'm going to even keep my hands open for this, which is a bad habit, but it stops me from snapping the punches out there. So I'm just going to keep my hands open. I'm going to totally put my mind in warm-up mode, and I'm just going to punch. So I'm just going to go jab, cross, jab, cross. I'm going to go jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross. The whole time, I'm focusing on turning my hips, shifting the weight if it needs to, going to the same target, and elongating that, stretching that, trying to get my arm out there. Now, don't swim it. Don't go, as far as you can out this way. But normal reach, but you're just trying to get that range of motion down. You're trying to get that whole motion warmed up, because that's what we're going to be doing soon. All right? So pick your side. Just nice and easy. Go ahead on your own. Jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross. And every piece of this drill should be the same as your normal punch. So if you're just throwing your arms out there, you're forgetting the hips, right? So you got to get the hips involved. You can see each reverse punch is still turning the hip, still turning the foot, even though I'm just throwing real light. Hands are still going straight out, straight back to the target, or straight out to the target, straight back to the head, not dropping them. Right? Straight out to the target, straight back. All right, now, we're going to switch it up and go to hooks. So we're going to go front hook, back hook, front hook, back hook, front hook, back hook. Same thing, all right? Go ahead. Front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back. Nice and easy here. Again, 50%, nothing crazy. Just getting the body warm. Testing the motions out. Now, again, you can't just be here, right? Whole body, hips, feet, everything. Everything comes back to the head. All right? So now let's go uppercuts, right? So we go front, back, front, back. Now don't get in the habit. A lot of people like to go with uppercuts. I've seen it before. They'll go uppercut, 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 but they'll never come back up. So it's uppercut, uppercut. You should see you go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. But again, it's only 50%, right? So no, not speed, just range of motion, just motion in general. All right, here we go. Go ahead. Up, down, up, down. Now again, it's all about your body here, right? Your arms are just kind of along for the ride. All right, now let's go to the other side. So switch feet, and we're back to jab cross. Go ahead. Remember, jab cross switch here. So jab's now with the front hand, still with the front hand, whatever the front hand is for you. If you started on your left, it's now your right. If you started on your right, it's now your left. Just a few more seconds here. All right, move into the hooks. Front, back, go ahead. All right, now let's move to the uppercuts. Nice and easy, go ahead. All right, now let's go ahead and get the feet warmed up. So what we're going to do to start, we're just going to stand natural, stand normal. Feet about shoulder width apart. You've seen this drill before. Let me make sure I don't step on my feet or step on my pant leg. So we're going to shift weight to one side, chamber, drop, shift, chamber, drop, shift, chamber, drop, etc. All right, so just front chambers. On your own, go ahead, just alternate. 1, 2, 1, 2. Again, letting the knees come to the hands, not the hands going to the knees. Not that. Keep the hands about waist high, maybe a little higher. Just let the knees come to the hips, or knees come to the hands. The whole time, you want to make sure that your balance is set. So if you feel yourself going here and falling down right away, your balance shift might need a little warming up, right? So set yourself, get your balance shifted, then pick up. You don't just want to pick your leg up, sit down, pick your leg up. You got to have that little sway of balance in there. Okay, so now let's go a little further with this. So we're going to pick a side. I'm going to pick my left side forward. And you're going to take your rear leg, and you're just going to chamber and drop it back. Chamber and drop it back. So it's a rear leg, front chamber, right? So it's going to come up, chamber, back, up, chamber, back, chamber, back, chamber, back. Go ahead. Again, you don't have to, you don't have to snap the thing up there yet, right? Just nice and easy, just warming the body up. But again, it's hip driving it up, right? Don't just pick the leg up. Bring the hip along. Really, the hip should bring the leg along. All right, now, set the foot back, and now you're going to raise kick, which means all you're going to do is you're going to keep your legs straight, your rear leg straight, and you're just going to bring it up. So don't snap it, not like a snap kick. You're going to keep your whole leg straight, bring it straight up and straight back to where it was. Okay? So we'll do 10 of those. So just do 10 of them on your own. Go ahead. Okay? Now, we're going to do 10 normal snap kicks. But again, 50%, nothing crazy. So, just going to come up, snap kick, and return. 10 of those on your own. Go ahead. All right, good. Now we're going to switch sides. My right leg thanks me for it. All right, so let's start out with the rear chambers first. Go ahead. See, we're already kind of starting the endurance part, right? Because we're just constantly keeping moving. Yeah. Whole time you're doing this, right, back stays straight, so don't curl up. So if I'm this way, don't curl into it, right? Keep your back straight up. Let your chamber come up. That goes for everything. All the kicks we do, all right? Now switch to your raise kick. Go ahead. Now again here, same idea. Back, straight up, right? Don't hunch into it that way because you're not gaining anything out of it. You're not gaining any additional height. All you're doing is compromising your stance. Okay, now let's go to snap kicks. Nice and easy, just 10 of them. On your own, go ahead. Okay, good, relax out a second. Now just take a second, now that you're loose, and kind of just stretch out for just a second. Now that you're a little bit warmer, you can take an extra second and maybe get a little bit of extra out of this. This stretch feels so much different when you're warm versus when you're cold. So just take a second and get a little more in touch with the legs. Okay, so now let's keep looking at the hips here real quick. We're going to circle. So just like the chamber drill here, we're going to chamber inside and circle open on both sides. So we're going to chamber inside and circle open, switch, circle open. So we're just circling the hips. All right, go ahead on your own. Okay. Now, real quick, we're going to do just a quick side chamber exercise, and then we're going to get to work here. So all you're going to do, my pack's coming off. All you're going to do is look to one side, side chamber. Look to one side, side chamber, side chamber. Now, you get to play with your chambers here because, remember, Sidekick's got that 3 sort of method for chambering, right? You got straight up, 45, and then this sort of circle chamber, right? So you get to play with those here a little bit. It's all about just getting the hip warmed up right now, all right? So go ahead and just play this a little bit. So one side, chamber up, chamber up. Right? Whole time, what should you be working on instead? Not instead of, but along with the chamber is the pivot, right? So your chamber shouldn't just be this, right? It should be that, right? Making sure you're getting ready on both sides. Okay, let's go ahead and get to work. I'm going to get some gloves. I'm going to need them. All right. So, go ahead and get what you need to get you started. So, if you need gloves, grab them. What else might you need? You may need, well, whatever you're going to hit, partner, pad. If you have the air, it's already there. And what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to go through multiple drills, and you're going to do them for a sustained period. Now, this is where you get to adjust your level, because if you want to do the drill, you want to go, we'll say jab, cross, hook, right? So throw these on real quick. Say the first drill is jab, cross, hook. So we're going to come up. We're going to go jab, cross, hook, right? If you want to go jab, cross, hook, wait it out, reapproach, jab, cross, hook, that's up to you. If you want to come in and go jab, cross, hook, reset, jab, cross, hook, reset, and keep playing at that speed too, you can. If you've got gloves like mine, I'm about ready to throw out the window, and they do that, then you may have to stop and put them back on. I need to get new gloves. This has been on my list for a while. I just haven't done it yet. At some point, I may disappear off camera as I throw these out the window and put on my other gloves. That may happen. We'll see if we get to that. All right, so first thing that we're going to do, real simple, jab, cross. So don't get confused when I say cross versus reverse punch. It's the same thing. So jab, cross. That means front hand, backhand, right? Pretty simple. So we're coming out, coming jab, cross. Now, beginners, intermediates, same target, same tempo, right? So you're going to come out, 1, 2, hit the same spot at the same tempo. Advanced students, you should be coming up, varying your target, varying your tempo, varying your angle of attack, all that good stuff, right? So you're going to come up here, 1, 2, right? You might go low. You might start low, go high. You might stay at the same level. That's up to you. Or you might start, pump, throw that way, right? You might guard one side. You might need to, right? It's up to you. But you have a lot of different ways to do this drill. All right, so it's a jab, cross. We're going to start by going with 1 minute worth of drills. I'm going to do the drill for some of the time myself so you can see it. And then I'm going to talk detail while you're finishing the drill up, right? So, yeah. Oh, it's like I get the motion now. I'm getting, feedback from the guys behind the camera, and they said something very important, something that I always say all the time, and I come around and start bopping people that don't do it. Keep your hands up. So don't come up here and go 1, 2, I got it. Because in that fight, you're already on the ground. Everything's got to come back to the head. And it's going to be jab, cross, back to the head, right? Keep them at the head. So it's your timing, your pace, all right? Can you guys make sure that I go at least a minute with these drills? I got a stopwatch over there. You got a stopwatch over there? Okay. Yeah, just as long as I go at least a minute to get you guys some extra drill time. because I want to flow drill to drill to drill here a little bit. Like I said, I'm going to have to stop. I'm going to do a couple drills at a time, and then I'm going to then I'll give you a break while I talk through the next set of drills. So I'm going to be adding just a punch or two as we go. I'm going to start adding additional stuff in there. So I'll break after each couple drills just to give you guys some time to breathe a little bit. You decide on your own time what you need. You need a drink, take it. You need just a breather, take it. But we're trying to work a little bit of your endurance. So this is your time to kind of test your own cardio, your own endurance set. These are very common in black belt tests to do backgrounds. So hint, 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 hint. So you might get good at these, at least a little bit. Okay, so we're going to start out jab cross, right? So on your own, now I encourage you to move around. If you have a partner, move with them. Let's go ahead and get it started here. So you guys are set. We're going to go jab cross. So get yourself set up. Here we go, and let's get started. Go. All right, so as you're going through this drill, keep in mind that you should be dynamically moving off, right? So each time you don't punch, jab, cross, and go straight backwards. It's jab, cross, get off to the side maybe. Or jab, cross, move into them, and work your way out. It's all dynamic movement, right? Getting on angles. Additionally, you have to imagine that when you jab, when this hand comes up, it's also guarding if it needs to. So you got to be ready for that too. You got to be able to come jab and guard on that side, because if that hand's out, something may be coming this way because that hand's busy. So be aware of that as you're going through the drills. So let's come through. 1, back to the head 2, and hold it up from there. Okay, so let's go to the next drill. Jab, cross, hook. So jab, cross, hook, side of the bag. You don't have to come to the side. You can come right to the front edge of it, simulating where the chin would be. All right, let's get started here. Ready? And she's it. All right. Remember, as you're going through your drills, always remember you want to watch cross-stepping. So if I'm going 1, 2, 3, and I'm cross-stepping this way, I got to know that. Now, in some cases, you will do that because you're circling with your partner, but you got to know that you're doing it. You can also vary these. You can go jab, cross, hook to the ribs, as opposed to jab, cross, hook to the head. Totally up to you. You get to play with this drill as much as you want to. As you're going through it, test yourself out. Are you dropping your hands or are you not? Right? You have the opportunity to check this stuff out and find where you're making your mistakes. Okay, let's come back. Now let's add one more. This one's going to be a little difficult to do in the bag, so just do it right in front of it. If you have a partner, they can hold a hand over their chest like this, or up at the chin for an uppercut. So it's going to be jab, cross, hook, rear uppercut. It's a pretty common drill we do here in the classes. All right, so let's go again one more time. Jab, cross, hook, uppercut. 1 minute. Let's go. Don't make my mistake. When I get on bags, sometimes my hooks go wide. Instead of bringing them, I'm going to do this here so you can see it. Instead of keeping them tight and just hitting the side, I end up coming out real wide to catch the end of that bag. So be aware of that while you're doing this. Don't really widen that arm out too much. In your uppercuts, you have a good choice if you have a bag, because you can really see if you're coming straight up or if you're coming angular. So bring that straight up, right underneath that chin. Get it in there to work with, right? So get that right under the chin, right in between them hands. Work right up top. Okay, good. All right. So now let's take a breath. We'll start adding in some feet now. So this one, real simple, real common. But what you're going to notice is you got to distance and recover properly. So we're going to go jab cross, rear leg thrust kick. Now, on a bag, the bag is going to return right where it is, or at least maybe an inch or so back. But it's not going to fall away like a person would. So you have to be in range. And when that foot comes up to kick, you got to be able to reset. You may not be able to kick through it. If you get a big bag like this, and we watch some of the kids that come up and they hit, and they go back, right? That's okay. But you got to be able to recover properly. You can't go hit and fall, 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 fall. You got to be able to hit and reset, right? Which means committing but not committing to the point where you fall over, right? Full commitment's only up to a certain point. And don't forget you're punching first. So it can't be, gets real far, now I'm in range to kick. Can't be that. If you're too close, jab, cross, shuffle, out. Do you notice what I did there? I didn't go jab, cross, way out here. I kept on him. I went jab, cross, and I popped my hips out. Because now once my hips come in, I'm in the right spot. Dangerous, but it can be effective. What you got to watch for is the underneath stuff. You're here, that uppercut's coming. So you just got to be aware of that. That's why I'm sticking close to them so I can feel when their arms are going underneath and maybe use my elbows to help. All right? But the drill is jab, cross, rear leg, thrust kick, reset. Okay? Again, you're setting timing on this. Be careful. Do it slow the first couple of times to get your pattern down. Okay? All right, here we go. Get yourself ready. 1 minute. All right. And shoot. Always take an opportunity when you're going through these drills. If you make a mistake, slow it down and analyze it. You notice what I did. I had one where I went 1-2, and I jammed my own kick up. So I had to take it back, slow down a second. 1-2. Okay, I must not have my foot set properly. So I have to figure out what's wrong with that. Don't blindly go through a drill that you're making mistakes on. Right? Stop. Take your time on your drills, and only work up faster and faster when the drill is going right. Right? If you're having trouble, slow it down, learn the form first. Speed does not give you knowledge. All right, so now we're going to take it up a notch. We're going to go jab, cross, thrust kick, side kick. Okay? So we're going to work right into this. So jab, cross, thrust kick, side kick. And that's a front leg side kick. All right? So your thrust kick's rear leg, it resets. Side kick with the front. Okay, 1 minute. Shoot. As you're going through the drill, remember that the target's not moving right now, but on a person it will. So when you do those kicks, if you kick and he moves over there, you might have to slide to get to him. So what you can do to make this drill a little more dynamic is maybe you start here. Maybe you go, it would be this way. You might go 1, 2, kick, and set it here, and come to the pad on the side. Right? That's an option if you want to try some more dynamic stuff. All right, good, stop. The bag is there for you as a tool. So use that tool as much as you can. Okay, so now we're going to go add one more onto that. We're going a little more advanced, but that's okay. So now this is going to be a hip challenge. You're going to go jab, cross. But now we're going to come back. We're going to take that thrust kick out. Jab, cross, front leg, side kick, rear round kick. Now, be careful where you set your feet. You're going to cross up if you don't do it right. So, jab, cross, front leg, side kick, rear leg, round kick. All right? And again, this is all on you. So take your pace, your flow. All right? 1 minute. Jab, cross, front leg, side kick, rear leg, roundhouse kick. All right? That's before my belt falls off. Okay, here we go. 1 minute. This is all a distance exercise. So what you need to do is be in range, punch range, back out to kick range, then come in either 45 to the target or shuffle out to that rear kick range, right? So you don't get too close and jam up. Additionally, don't forget about the punches. You're still doing punches. They still have to work, all right? All right, stop. Okay, go ahead and just take a second, take a breath. It sucks doing this and talking. I'm good, thank you. I'm already half conscious about hearing my own breath in the recording, so I control how I breathe, and now I talk too, and it's like, oh, I feel like I'm out of breath. All right, so now we're going to get into a sort of a kick set, or a kick series. So we've done this one before. I think we did. But we're going to revisit it. And I'm going to give a few options on this one, because this one's a little more advanced. All right, so you can start out a bunch of different ways. But we're going to start here. Beginners, you're going to go side kick, roundhouse kick, front leg. Actually, let me change that. Roundhouse kick, side kick, go the other direction. So you're going to come up, you're going to go front leg, roundhouse kick, front leg, side kick. Okay? Advanced students, that'll be phase 1. Phase 2, if you want to try it, is going to be a rear leg roundhouse kick, followed by a front leg side kick. So we're going to go rear leg roundhouse kick, set it in front leg side kick. If you want to try the full drill, we're going to go rear leg crescent kick, front leg side kick, spinning backside kick. All right? So the full drill is crescent kick in front of the bag, out to in, front leg side kick, set, spinning kick, backside kick. Okay? Watch where you put your foot, because it's going to matter now, right? If you have a marker for where you're looking to kick, take a piece of tape, put it right on your bag. If you have a partner, you have a pad to hit. If you have the air, pick a spot on the wall. Don't hit the wall, but pick a spot on the wall where you can use as a directional marker. But hit it each time, okay? So we're going to go a minute. I suggest after about 3 or 4, switch legs so you don't get dizzy. I get dizzy real quick. After about 5 or 6 of those, I'm a little dizzy. So, but we're going to go through, remember, you got 3 options, right? Front leg roundhouse kick, front leg side kick, option 1. Option 2, rear leg roundhouse kick, front leg side kick. Or option 3, rear leg crescent kick, side kick, spinning back, side kick. Up to you. One of the options, 1 minute. Let's go. Let's start out phase 1. Going to phase 2. Phase 3. Shame on me, I dropped my hand. Oh, I knocked it over. My bad. When you're working a bag, knocking a bag over most of the time is a lack of knowledge of distance. So it's easy to knock this thing over. It just matters where you're standing. And you can go and stop. So really, if you're knocking bags over all the time, you might think, oh, I get super strong kicks. Maybe. But it could also be you're just pushing them over. The real key for a bag, in my view, is you have a push versus a snap. You can push the bag, which is, let's see, for a side kick, if I push the bag, I just set my foot on it and I push it over. It kind of rocks, like a, one of those balloon things that you hit that goes right back up. But when you rock the bag, it should jolt a little bit. There should be a little bit of a jolt in the bag. So the difference between putting your foot on it and pushing and coming up and hitting the bag are 2 different things. Depends on where you hit and how you hit. Just a little note for you. Okay, so now we're going to add a phase 4 onto that. So now you're going to go rear leg crescent kick. You can do any of phase 1 through 3 again. But phase 4 is rear leg crescent, front leg side kick, spin, hook. Okay? Now, you can go and hit the bag on the side like I did, or you can check your distance and pull one in front of it. So you could go 1, 2, 3, and pull in front of it if you want to. More sparring style. So you don't clock them with your heel, right? You just slap across the face with it. Up to you, all right? But all 4 phases, I'm going to do all 4 phases to show you in the drill, right? So phase 1, roundhouse kick, side kick. Phase 2, rear leg roundhouse kick, side kick. Phase 3, rear leg crescent kick, front leg side kick, spinning back kick. Phase 4, rear leg crescent kick, front leg side kick, spinning hook kick. 1 minute, drill's on you. Let's go. Phase 1. Phase 2. Phase 3. And phase 4. Yeah, there we go. And you can vary these too. You could go phase 1 to phase 3 to phase 2 to phase 4 if you wanted to. It's totally up to you. This is just more for you to work on the different transitions and things we have available to us. All right? So, and stop. Okay. So, now, let's work a little bit in to out, right? So, what we're going to do is, we're going to work on the inside of the bag. And inside, I mean you're working on the inside of the guards. It means you're close to them. All right, which doesn't work for social distancing, but he's safe. So I'm going to go inside the bag. I'm going to come close. I'm going to go rear elbow, jab, cross, out, side kick. All right? Now pay close attention to the transitions here. And I'm slowing this one down to show this. Rear elbow. Watch, I can go straight back, but maybe I'm going to do this instead. Elbow, pivot off, 45, cross, shift out, side kick. I'm back on the straight line again. Notice the 45 to 45 jumps, right? All right. So it's a rear horizontal elbow. Yeah, horizontal. Jab cross, front leg, side kick. 1 minute. Now fight out of this. If you're an advanced belt, fight out of this. So don't come in here and go, you know what I mean? Fight out. Right? Come in here and start working. 1, 2. Right? Start working your way out. Fight this as if they're coming in at you. You need to get away. Beginners, slow it down. Take your time. You want to just go jab, cross, side kick again, beginners? Perfect on you. You want to just stick jab, cross? Perfect on you. It's up to you. All right? But 1 minute, rear leg, rear elbow, horizontal, jab, cross, front leg, side kick. 1 minuto. Cheat. Not in position already. This drill is good for you to realize the different combat zones that we talk about. The elbow, or the close quarter range, zone 1, zone 2, punch range, zone 3, kicks, and zone 4, the safe zone, right? Because you're starting from zone 1, that elbow, pivoting to zone 2, leaning to zone 3, and stepping to zone 4. Work your transitions, and you can stop. All right, now, let's go and play a little bit here. So this is all going to be kicks. So I'm going to take my gloves off because they're driving me nuts. But now what you're going to do is you're going to be limited to variations of side kicks and roundhouse kicks. Okay? So, and you can substitute everything we're doing for any drill we've done before. This is just a drill for those who want to do it. Side kicks or roundhouse kicks, but they can be any variation. So you can do rear leg roundhouse kicks, spinning roundhouse kicks, spinning back side kicks, front leg side kicks, back leg side kicks, advancing side kicks. Hop in, step behind, on and on and on. But the rule is, I do kick number 1. Wherever this foot goes down is where I have to kick from right here. So I can't go like this and reset. I have to stay right here. And now I got to kick again. So what could I do? Well, I could pick up my foot and I can kick that way. I could spin out of it and kick. Right? People from here will try a rear leg kick. I don't advise that because you're going to really have to torque around. It's really going to be bad for this leg, right? So you got to pick the right kick. the right movement. Okay? So on this one, we're going to go 2 minutes. And you're just going to have to flow from kick to kick to kick to kick. Now, if you have a partner, and your partner's a little brave, they can put their hands down. Stand just like this, and you can kick them. Within reason, of course. I'm busting their ribs up. But you don't have to show your hand. Or if you want to make this even harder on yourself, your partner's going to show you a pad. You have to hit the pad from where you are. So you may not be able to do a side kick because it's not facing this way, it's facing that way. Or you might have to go off at an angle. So you can really do this well if you have a partner. If you don't have a partner, if you're in the air, this works okay. All you have to do is don't imagine your partner in front of you every single minute. Imagine them in one spot, just like the bag is, and you're kicking around them. But you have to get back to where they were, right? Otherwise, you can put your foot anywhere, and they're just going to be in front of you, right? So imagine them in one spot, like, I think you can see it on camera, but there's a little red piece of tape right here. I'm going to imagine they're there the whole time. And I'm going to throw my first kick. There, I hit them. But now I need to hit them again. Well, they're still here. So now I'm going to go that way and hit them. You know what I mean? And I'm going to work that way. So you can do this in the air, no problem. It's easier if you have a bag. Okay? 2 minutes, all kicks. And this is where you can, again, you're the master of your intensity knob. So go faster or slower, you wish. Advanced, you go faster. You don't get a choice. All right, so here we go. We're going to work 2 minutes. From anywhere you do your kick, go into the next kick. All right? But don't move your feet otherwise. Don't pick up either foot until you're kicking. All right, here we go. Go. All side kicks and round kicks, by the way. I forgot to say that. All side kicks and round kicks. As you're going through this drill, it's important that you maintain control and awareness of your balance. A lot of times when we get in front of bags, we tend to forget about that stuff. Your balance is almost more important than you hitting this thing. Because if your balance is off, you're not going to be able to hit anything with it anyway. That was 1 minute, right? Okay, so we'll keep going. Okay. So as you're doing the drill, it's balance that's important. So if you're kicking, you might be hitting the pad, you're fine, right? You're clobbering this thing, but you're coming out here, and you're just falling around. That's not doing you any good. You have to be able to deliver power, but be able to reset yourself so that you can attack again. Otherwise, you're just going to fly all around the ring, all around wherever you are, and put yourself at risk. So it's just something you got to be aware of the whole time you're doing this. Balance is super important. Distance. Be aware of where you are. You have to. But all of these things are going to go together. So you got to be aware of every piece of your kicks, no matter what you're doing. All right, you can stop. Good job. I can't see you, but I know you did good. All right, so let's just take a second, relax, cool down a little bit. Hopefully you got a little bit of sweat going on during that as well. That's a nice side benefit. We've been cooped up, so I know some people's exercise routines may be a little disrupted. I know mine is. Through no fault of anybody but my own. It just changes a little bit when you're home all the time. But here's a perfect tool you can use to get a little exercise if you want to. And you can make this a family affair. Bring your family in to do it with you. But hopefully you got a little bit out about this, a little bit out of this class. I tried to go a little more endurance, but also teach patterns and drills in the middle of this. So hopefully you can find your own workout inside of this. this video. With that being said, that'll do it for this class. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm super excited and super hopeful for us being able to open up again soon so we can all see you in here. But again, we appreciate everybody's support. We appreciate everybody coming to these live classes, giving us feedback, giving us suggestions, and just hanging out with us because we miss it. We miss having everybody here. It's different on your own, but martial arts is an individual's journey, like I said before, but it's more fun with everybody else. So we're super excited to be able to open back up here, hopefully sometime soon, and be back on the floor teaching with you guys and hanging with you guys again. In the meantime, continue to give us your suggestions, give us your thoughts, give us your feedback. Go online, watch the videos. Go watch the previous classes that we had. There's now, I think, 10. This will be our 10th class recorded, I believe, is the number. And that's a lot of material. That's 10 hours of training on YouTube at your fingertips at all times. So, just use it to your advantage. If you have questions, put them in the comments. Put them on Facebook. Text it to us. However you can get it to us. Give us a call. We'll get your questions answered. We may even answer them on the next class in the next video. But we'll get you the answer one way or the other. So stay safe out there. Oh, go ahead. Okay, so Sam's telling me we got gloves and focus mitts for purchase here. You can let us know. You just let us know you want a pair. We'll make sure we have them here. You can come in. We can give them to you. We'll all be 6 feet apart and all that good stuff. So we'll all be okay. And then we do have a limited supply of pads and even a few bags that we can loan out to you. We'll need them back once we open up. But we do have a couple old bags and pads that we can loan out to you if you want to have something at home to train with while we're doing these classes. So that's available for you as well. So if you want anything like that, message our page on Facebook or give us a call or shoot us an email, and we'll make sure to hook you up. That does it for today's class. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy out there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you again next time.